Hey there, how's it going? This is Justin Neal from Online Personal Training and Video Bootcamp. I am going to take you through a warm-up circuit today. This is really important. I want you to make sure that you go through this warm-up. It's a 5-minute general warm-up, assisted lunge matrix, and I'll take you through that as we get going here. But this is really important for you to do prior to each of the workouts that you do that I have with you every day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday specifically. On your Tuesday, Thursday, core blasts, those core workouts, you really don't need to do this if you don't want to, but certainly before the Monday, Wednesday, Friday workouts, okay? What it's going to do is to get your body warmed up, okay, get those muscles ready for some activity. It's also going to get your mind right and get you psyched up and ready to go, so you're not just, if you're like me, I'm doing this early in the morning, I got to get myself up a little bit before I start attacking it. And since we are doing high intensity interval training, you want to be ready to go because once that workout starts, it's all out, okay? So we want to make sure we get the best performance from the workout, and of course we don't want to get hurt. So, for our warm-up, we're going to do a lunge matrix series, and what we're going to do is, I'm going to use the purple band, okay? Remember with this one, the heavier the band, the thicker the band, actually the easier this is, okay? Because we're going to do it in an assisted position. You'll see that in a minute. What I've got is I've got my door harness set up here, and all you do is you pop this, the other piece of the door harness, you open the door up, pop it through, and then shut the door. It's probably a good idea to set the door harness up, or we call this the band utility strap, on the hinge side of the door. Okay, because as you start getting heavier and pull on this, the door can actually pull open. So it's better to put it on the hinge side. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my band and I'm going to wrap it around the door harness or the utility strap and just stick it through the other end. Create a loop and pull it out. And now that's going to be nice and snug on the utility strap, and that's going to be the basis of a lot of my exercises, okay? So, for today, I'm going to pop into the band, okay, get it set up, just kind of put it under the shirt there, put it right around the waist, and we're going to be doing a lunge matrix with a series of different lunges, okay? And we'll incorporate a little bit of upper body movement too. This will really help get the whole body warmed up, and really especially you want to get some activity on the core and open up those hips, because those hips are usually really, really tight, which is going to affect performance as well as if you have some back issues. Most of the time it's something locked up in those hips. So what we're going to do for the warm-up today is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the warm-up series, the warm-up music from Workout Muse. You can learn more about that all over the blog site. There's information in your welcome packet out as well. But we use Workout Muse almost extensively for all of our workouts because A, the music just gets you pumped up, and B, the timing is taken care of so we can just focus on the work. So I'm going to cue it up. The warm-up is a 50-10 5-exercise circuit, 50 seconds on. I got 10 seconds for a transition, and I'll move on to the next exercise. We'll go through 5 exercises, and then that'll be our warm-up. We'll be ready to exercise for the day. All right, so cue it up. First exercise we're going to do, we're just going to start off with an alternating lunge, okay? Hands on the hips, chest up. I step out, drop the knee down, come back up, nice and smooth, okay? Real simple. What we're looking for here is the knee is going to go straight out in line with the toes, keeping the upper body nice and tight, and trying to elongate our stride. Really open up those hips. The halfway point, let's add a little bit of upper body in by bringing the arms up overhead. Stretching out a little bit of the core, lats in the chest. Just open up that whole body. As you get more comfortable, you can pick up the pace a little bit. Right now, we'll just take it slow.
Stop.
All right. Now we're going to switch to a lateral lunge. Step sideways. Now the feet are going to be parallel. Okay? As I step out, this left foot stays just in line. I'm not going to turn that foot out. That's really important. So I step out and I lunge down. Now, earlier I mentioned that this is an assisted lunge matrix. What I mean by that is this band is actually decelerating me as I go into my lunge. So it's making it actually easier. Most injuries occur by not being able to control deceleration. I'm going to let a little upper body in here with a cross reach. Okay? The opposite hand comes back. So, back to what I was saying. Most injuries occur because people can't control deceleration. The band here is going to help you control that deceleration going into the lunge. As you become stronger and more confident in your lunge, you'll be able to take the band away and do it with just your body weight. And then eventually, you'll actually go the other direction and use the band as a resistance.
2, 1, go.
But for folks who have struggles with lunging, this assisted lunge matrix is phenomenal. I can tell you from personal benefit with various knee injuries and things that were going on with my hips. When I first learned this lunge matrix, it just absolutely did wonders for me. And now I have no problem doing bodyweight lunges or resisted lunges. Let's go ahead and add the upper body component in, integrate the upper body and the lower body. With a little reach and twist. Just like that. Feet, stay in line. I'm not gonna let that foot turn out on me. It's gonna want to, because that hip is tight on a lot of people. Keep that foot straight. Stop. And stretch out that hip.
10 seconds.
Okay? Now this next one is a little bit more complex. You may or may not feel comfortable with it at first. It's basically, it's a crossing lunge. What I'm gonna do is, I'm facing forward, I'm gonna take my left foot, bring it across. The foot is still straight, notice that. That's really important. And I come down. Then I switch right side and come down. You don't want to let that foot turn in any other direction but straight. Okay? This is really going to work those hips. If you're tight in that area, you're going to struggle with this one. Take it real slow. Okay? If you're feeling pretty good, maybe add a little upper body and really challenge your stability. Okay? You can even get into various rotations. See that? I slipped there. You got to be careful. Okay? With different rotations in different directions. Okay? Start incorporating that core with that lower body. Okay? Just play with it. Overhead.
Stop.
Turns.
10 seconds.
Okay? Now, for the last one, we're going to step away from the lunges. We're actually just going to go do a stationary run. I want to get that heart rate up and get a little sweat going. Okay? So we're just going to go stationary run and coordinate those arms with those legs. Start getting the body going, raising that heart rate, bringing the core temperature up, getting those muscles ready. Okay? Try and do a little high knee, bring those knees up nice and high. Just jogging in place.
Halfway.
All right, at the halfway point, we're going to switch what we call a butt kicker. Basically, you see my feet going back, trying to kick my butt. Still got the arms going. This will loosen up the hamstrings a little bit more. Here we go. You want that body nice and warm, muscles ready to go, because we're going to be pushing and pulling on them pretty good.
Seconds.
All right? So there's our 10-second break, and that's our warm-up, okay?
Congratulations.
We're going to turn that off. Now remember, this is the warm-up that you're going to want to do basically before each of the workouts on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, it takes, as you can see, it takes only 5 minutes, but it's really beneficial. Not only from a mental prep, but from a physical prep. And of course, we don't want to see injuries. And if you're doing it right, you should get the heart rate up a little bit. Okay, if you're following your heart rate zones, you're going to bring yourself up into that zone 2 for sure. And you're going to see a little bit of zone 3. You might even touch an AT a little bit. Okay, the idea is get the body warmed up, bring it down, and then we're going to jump into our high intensity interval training. So take a break for about 1 minute, grab a drink, and we'll see you in today's workout. Take care.